Happy New Year. This is my first day back to the office for 2022. What is today, the 10th? So the last couple of weeks I've been home. I got online a little bit last week, but I wasn't like officially back to work or anything because my nanny was out. So now this is like my first official work day. It started off shaky. I have a new morning routine, and maybe at some point in the vlog I'll get to that when I actually master it, but I have a new morning routine. This morning was a fail. It was an absolute fail. I think because I was tired, I could not get out of bed this morning. So usually like when it's one of those mornings where it's kind of hard for me to get up, I scroll on my phone, read like some news articles or whatever, and that's really not the best way to start the day, but it wakes my mind up. So I might look at my email to see what's there, and it wakes my mind up so that I can get up. So it makes it harder for me to fall back asleep when my mind is already starting on. So that's kind of how I tricked myself into getting up. But last night I think it was kind of like first day of school type of feeling, but it was hard for me to really doze off. So this morning I was just so groggy. I didn't even wake up. I didn't get out the bed. I was up, but I just couldn't even pull my body out the bed. So like my little trick didn't even work. It worked enough to where I couldn't fall back asleep, but it didn't work enough for me to get out the bed. So I just ended up pulling myself out, hopped in the shower, and that really woke me up the way that I needed to. So I didn't start the day till like 6:30. So it's like an hour and a half late of me starting. Thankfully, the kiddo, the way my morning routine is set up, it's set up for me to be done the things I need to do by 7:30, because he's a little funny when he wakes up. The nanny comes at 8:30, so no matter what, I start getting him dressed around 8:15, but I plan for my stuff to be done by 7:30 so that if he does wake up early, I'm done what I need to do. And then if he doesn't wake up early and he wakes up around his 8 or so time, or if I have to go get him up at 8:15, then I kind of use that extra 45 minutes or so to get a head start on the day or clean up or whatever. So this morning I like cleaned up, re-sanitized everything, and did some emptied the dishwasher, things like that. Needless to say, my day started off late, but I got to the office in a good amount of time. I wanted to get here at 9. I didn't really get here till 9:15 because I haven't seen my nanny in a few weeks, so catching up with her, seeing how she's doing, updating her on some new things with the kiddo. His new thing lately is, well, his next milestone was like 2-word sentences. So he says a ton of words. He communicates well. It's funny because other day we went to go visit my father-in-law, so I guess he was ready to go. So he came up to me, grabbed my hand, and was like, door, walks me to the door and says bye to BJ and my father-in-law. I'm like, this child is bossy, and I love it. I love that he is very clear on what he wants, and he's going to let you know. But now he's into his 2-word sentences, so he's growing his vocabulary. So he says like up please, or if he's trying to do something and he needs your help, he'll say help please, or if he wants me to pick him up please. So I'm grateful that, you know, he has some manners too. So yeah, so just catching up with her, letting her know what was going on, and so that got me out the house late, which got me to the office late. My whole week is planned. I already know what I got to do this week. My schedule for this week is I'm gonna be in the office, and I think I'm gonna keep this up every week. In the office Monday and Tuesday, work from home Wednesday, back in the office Thursday, Friday, and then y'all know my rule, I don't work on the weekends. I got a new toy. Let me show y'all my new little toy. Ignore my hands, I've not gotten them done yet. I'll do that maybe next week, and they're ashy because I wash my hands 50 million times a day. But I want to show y'all my new little toy that I'm getting ready to set up before starting my day. Isn't she pretty? I bought her the other day. Super excited. Okay, so here it is. Let's pull front off. Isn't she beautiful? We got the mouse. Very pretty. All right, let's get to work. My food came. My food came. I ordered from this place called Tacos and Tequila in Alexandria. It's a really good taco spot. I got some cauliflower tacos, shrimp taco, fish taco. But I did order churros. So when I go to the gym today, I'm gonna probably need to do a little extra to earn these churros. But I just can't. I cannot not order churros. I'm not gonna eat them. I might eat one, but I'm gonna probably eat them later. I'm gonna take some to BJ. So if I don't eat as many, I won't feel as bad. Who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing. I got some good food. Now I can eat. I already started on my work. I know how to just push myself to get stuff done. So I did start working on a report that I'm doing for one of our podcasts that is a part of our marketing and management program for podcasters. So I'm about to take another break, finish listening to the Lux Lounge while I eat these tacos. These are the, let's just take a second for the tacos. Won't he do it? This is the fish one, that's the cauliflower one. We got the scrimp right there, yes, it's about to be bomb. Yeah, so before I go, I'm dressed, I got on my leggings. I was straightening up some stuff. And so I grabbed the original God is My CEO prayer journal. We have a limited edition one available now for the podcast anniversary. But when I was moving it around, I noticed like it was some writing on the inside. And I was like, oh crap, did I sign somebody's journal and keep it on accident? But no, Tatum. It was a note that I wrote to myself, and I forgot that I did this. It's dated April 3rd, 2018, and I'm gonna read it to you. It really just blessed me, and it was really right on time for a few reasons that I can't talk about, but God really just knows how to give you those winks. My friend would say, like, I got you. It says, dear self, I'm so proud of you. Your entire life you've rebelled against the norm and what others wanted from you and followed your heart. Your commitment to excellence in all that you do has brought you far. You've never been afraid to be flawed, and you always live in your truth. That's why people are drawn to you. You are powerful even in moments that you feel weak. You're influential even in moments when it seems as if no one is listening. Remember that pressure either bursts pipes or make diamonds. You are a diamond. You may fall, you may stumble, you may even get distracted, but you always win. Always keep God close and number one in your life. Don't let success, money, opportunities, or people take you away from him. Remember to always walk by faith and not by sight. And if God said it, then it's done. Eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard the kind of blessings that's about to fall on you. Look at young Tatum speaking life into herself, okay? This really just blessed me because this was, what, almost 4 years ago? You can watch my video on my scariest leap of faith to see where I was at during this time. This was probably one of the most uncertain, scariest, frustrating seasons of my life. Like, this was a very, very tough time where it was just rough. It was very, very rough. So looking back on my words to myself almost 4 years later, this just really blessed me. This just really blessed me, so I had to share that. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Listen, this morning routine didn't happen. Besides getting up and getting dressed, that's the only thing that happened today. I was so tired last night because I was up late because I cut my freaking finger. And my nails are red, it's not blood. But I cut my finger. Yesterday I got home from the gym, was getting dinner together for us to eat dinner as a family. And I was cutting open an avocado and thought my finger apparently was avocado. I was a little distracted, that's part of the problem. So I was up for a minute waiting for the joint to stop bleeding. It took forever, so I called, paging Dr. Charlotte. I called her on FaceTime, like, so we having a casual talk, and I was like, yeah, so I'm bleeding. And she was like, wait, what? And I showed her the finger. So she told me what to get and walked me through like cleaning it up, because I was not trying to go get stitches. I don't want to deal with emergency rooms or urgent care. It was like 8 o'clock, so like the urgent cares were getting ready to close. I really didn't feel like doing it. So I was going to just try my best to get under control myself. And so thankfully, with the help of my husband, we got the bleeding to stop. So now I got my Neosporin. I'm about to switch out my Band-Aid, put another Band-Aid on and like wrap it up a little bit, because it took me forever to get dressed this morning because I kept hitting it and it hurts when I do that. And you don't realize how much you use something until it's hurt. So that's what I'm doing now. I let myself sleep in because otherwise it's going to be a groggy day. So right now I feel very well rested. I could have woken up, like my alarm went off and I was able to get up. It wasn't like yesterday where I was having to pull myself out, but I was like, I want to have a good day that's well rested, so I'm going to let myself sleep in. So it's 8 o'clock right now. The kiddo is up, I heard him, but he not crying. And my rule is, if you're not crying, I'm not coming to get you until I'm ready. You can just lay there. And he does all the time. He just lays there and thinks about his thoughts. So, or I don't know what he be doing, but in there talking to himself, I guess, figuring out what his day is going to be. I don't know. That's his me time, I guess. But getting ready to wrap my finger, straighten up his room. It's funny because the last vlog that we did, or the first official vlog on the channel, came out a couple days ago, but we filmed it a while ago. So like I was in a whole different house, don't even eat meat anymore, so I was cooking like short ribs or something. So it was funny watching that. When I was talking to Charlotte yesterday, she was like, when did y'all shoot this, because you don't eat that and you don't live there. So I'm in my son's new playroom. You can see behind me, same stuff. For real, a few more toys. You can only see like part of it. I have the camera on like the desk that our nanny sits at. That's only part of the room. His little work area over there where he sits at the table and goes over his letters. That board back there, my grandmother made it for him for Christmas, so it has all the letters on there. He knows his whole alphabet. TV right there, the cord is sticking out, but what else? And that's his bookshelf. So he has a ton of books. He loves to read. So if you have any children's book recommendations, let me know. So I'm getting ready to straighten up his room. As you can see, this isn't his best work. This is actually very tamed. So I'm very shocked that this room is not more destroyed than it actually is. So I'm getting ready to straighten the room up for them before she gets here. And then around 8:15, I'll go get him dressed for the day, bring him down, get his breakfast together, so that they're straight for the day. Another thing on the agenda today is I have to get my ring fixed. So the last few months of 2021 were just a lot. We just worked very hard last year. It was our highest revenue year, but it was a lot of work. So I was very I wasn't burnt out, I was just tired. If I just took like a break, then I would have been good. But then we had our event in December, which I think moving forward, I'm not gonna put events in December, but we had our event in December. So during the time where we should have been winding down, we were ramping up for one of our biggest events. During that time, being tired and absent-minded, I accidentally put both of my rings, so my engagement ring and my wedding band, somehow ended up in the laundry. Bruh. What's even worse is that my husband found it. So he came and was like, where are your rings? And I was like, I don't know. Cause I wear them, but more so like if I'm going out. So if like I'm getting dressed to go somewhere, I'll put them on. But if like I'm running to the store or if I'm just around the house, I don't put them on. So during that time I had been in the house for a few days, so I didn't know where they was at because I don't wear them every single day. And neither does he. We're pretty like laid back. A ring is a symbol, but at the same time, like a ring, you cannot wear a ring and still be married. You don't need to have a ring on to honor your vows. So we're kind of laid back when it comes to the rings. I mean, I'm a woman, I love jewelry, so of course I wear mine when I'm out and stuff like that, but there's a likelihood that there'll be a few days that go by where I don't have either one on. And sometimes even if I'm running quick to the store, I'll just wear the band and not the ring and the band. But nevertheless, I'm assuming that I was trying not to get my rings dirty and I put them in my pocket and forgot. So I ended up washing it and my ring is missing a stone. And of course BJ finds it, and thank God for insurance. So one of the things I have to do today is go to the jeweler. Of course I got work to do, but I planned my workload around knowing that I have to go do this. And the jeweler I'm going to is right by the office too, so that helps. It's not, I don't have to do a bunch of running around. I just have to go down the street. So that's a big thing on my to-do list today. Of course I got everything loaded up into my Notion as far as business tasks go. Dinner is we still have food in the fridge for us to eat dinner together tonight. Tomorrow's my work from home day, so I'll cook for the next few days tomorrow. I think that's it. I need to go feed my dog. See him running around in the back because he's hungry and I haven't fed him yet. And get this day started. So I'm at work. I just made a cup of coffee. I didn't get to have one this morning. I had to place an order yesterday because I came in and I was out of everything. I was out of coffee, I was out of water, I was out of creamer. So I had to do a quick little Amazon order. So I got all of that. I got my water. I should have finished this yesterday. Look at this little bottle of water. This is crazy. I need a new water filter for our water thing at home because I have this big gallon of water that I'm supposed to be drinking, and I'm not carrying around 50 million of these bottles. But the gallon of water has like the dates on it or whatever, and it helps keep track of like what I need to drink and when and stuff like that. But I'm getting ready to log in to my Notion to see what I have to do today. Yeah, ready to start this day. I go get my ring fixed at 2. I hope that doesn't go too long because I might come back to the office to wrap up some things before going to the gym. Yesterday I got to the gym on time, so I was really happy about that because I like to be in and out. But yeah, happy Tuesday. I'm excited for a very productive day today. So I'm at a good stopping point. I've done everything except for like 2 last things I need to do on my list for today, but I knocked everything out. All of my high priority tasks are done. Now it's time for me to go, get my ring fixed. My stomach is killing me right now, and it's crazy because ever since becoming a vegan who eats seafood, I be forgetting that I'm a vegan. So I go to order something and I'm like, oh crap, I don't eat that anymore. Or I forget to say, oh, is there cheese on this or whatever, to maintain my diet. Another way that I forget stuff is that usually most places will have like seafood on the menu. So that's what makes it a little easy to order out. But then some places use dairy and like sauces and stuff they use with the seafood. So prime example, and I didn't even think about this till I ate half of the freaking sandwich. I ordered a tuna sandwich from this cafe that's by my office and some fries. The tuna sandwich had cheese on it, so that was easy, peel the cheese off. But then as I was eating it, I'm like, crap, they probably used mayo and they probably use like an egg, because traditionally when I make tuna fish, I use like relish, tuna, mayo, and an egg. And so I'm like, bruh. Didn't even think about it. So now my stomach is bothering me and it's my fault. I only ate half the sandwich though, so I should be fine. But I'm mad at myself because I ordered this and I can't really finish it. I don't know, I guess I'll give it to BJ or something. He's vegan-ish. He eats on track with the things that I cook, so, and he won't really order meat or anything actually when we're out, but he's not fully in the boat yet, so I'll just give it to him and he'll eat it. But that just blew me. It was good too. My stomach hurts now because I set myself up not even thinking. Time to go get this ring fixed so I can stop being raggedy and messing up my engagement ring. And what's even worse about the timing of me messing this ring up is that our wedding anniversary is next week. That's why it needs to get fixed so that I can have it for that. I mean, not necessarily for that, because we still married whether I got to bring her down, but y'all know what I mean. So let me go get that fixed so I can come back, finish things off before heading to the gym and then heading home. Today's Thursday. I didn't do any vlog footage yesterday, so yesterday on Wednesday was my work from home day. I'm in here making coffee before I start the day. But yesterday was my work from home day and I was able to take care of like some personal stuff. One of the things I needed to do was go to the MVA, which is the Maryland Vehicle Association. It's the equivalent to the DMV everywhere else. I needed to get my last name changed on my ID. Last year I got it changed with the Social Security office. Now I got it changed with on my license. So my father-in-law was like, he was laughing at me because he was like, it's literally been a year since you changed it with the Social Security office. And then I go to change it on like my banks and stuff like that. And so they're like, you gotta come into the bank with your marriage license and all that. I'm like, see, it's gonna be another year before I change it with the bank, because why do I have to do all that? I gotta go to the Social Security office, the MVA, then go to each of my banks. So I gotta go to my business bank, then I gotta go to my personal bank. Man, what do they gotta do? Like, we gotta carry kids, we gotta travel all over the freaking world to change our name. It's too much. So, needless to say, I am in no rush to do that. Our wedding anniversary is next week. So our wedding was in 2019, we got married in 2018. We eloped in 2018. So this year will be 4 years of marriage. The banks will still have Harrison as my last name because What I'm not finna be doing is running around doing that. I'm not. We'll see when I get to it. He ain't tripping, so I ain't tripping. So yeah, I took care of some personal stuff yesterday, ran some errands. I had a call with a potential client for our podcast management and marketing service. So I got some follow-up work to do for that, and I need to send her over a proposal, review some of the things I asked for her to send me after our meeting. And today is Thursday, and I have a ton of meetings, like back to back. Right now it's about 9:30. My first meeting is at 10, so I'm about to be in meetings from 10 until 1 o'clock. And then from there, I'll knock off the things I need to do on my list, and that'll be the end of the day. I'm already kind of dressed for the gym. I have on my God is my CEO sweatshirt. I have on some leggings and some Uggs. My sneakers are in the car, so I don't really have to change much for the gym. So I'll head there after I leave here. Also need to plan next week out, so I'll get that done before I leave. And then one of the things I also like to do once a week is more of like a self-evaluation in a sense, where I just kind of check in. So this is my first week working back in the business full-time. The last couple of weeks I didn't have childcare. Well, last week was the first week of the year. I didn't have childcare, so I was at home kind of doing what I could when I could. This is my first week really just into the groove of the new year. And I had a couple new routines I wanted to start doing in order to meet my goals. So I have a new morning routine. I told y'all earlier it's been a fail. And an evening routine. The evening routine has been pretty smooth. Eating dinner together as a family. We've been doing that every day. Taking my clothes out for the next day. I didn't do that last night, which is why I just have on a sweatshirt and some leggings, because I didn't feel like thinking about putting an outfit together. What else? And I didn't pack my gym bag last night, which is another reason why I have on a sweatshirt and leggings, because now I don't have to find workout clothes. I just threw them on and wore them for the day. My morning routine has been trash, and so what I'm finding, and this is why I like to check in, because having these check-in days or evaluation days is not really a time for self-deprecation, but really it's just a time to see, like, okay, I plan these things out because I have goals I want to reach. Now I've spent a week practicing these things, what's working, what's not, and how can I adjust the things that are not working so that I can do better next week. That's pretty much all it is. And so one thing I realized this week, while my morning routine has been a fail, is like, I don't have an issue waking up early. I can easily wake up. You know, I've done it so long for, you know, so many times. So waking up at like that 5 a.m. is not a big deal, but this week I've not been able to do it. So what I'm realizing, and I have to think more about this when I actually sit down and think about it, I'm just kind of going off the top of my head while I'm talking to you guys. By the time we eat dinner, our dinner time is at 7. So I go to the gym. I leave the office at 4:30, get to the gym by 5:30. I usually get there early, but I like to give myself an extra 15 minutes everywhere. So I get there to work out by 5:30. I'm done by 6:30. I get home maybe 6:45. That's enough time to pull together whatever I cooked, heat up plates and warm up milk for the kid, like whatever, and put it all on the table for us to eat dinner at 7. So by the time we eat dinner and then we get the kiddo ready for bed, it's maybe like 8:30. At 8:30, if I do my night routine of pulling my clothes out and taking a shower, all of these different things, it's maybe like 9:15ish by the time I'm done the night routine. So if I get right into the bed at that point, I haven't done anything to take my mind off of the day, because I'm still working in a sense where I'm like, okay, what I gotta wear for tomorrow? Let me pack my gym bag or whatever. I'm not able to get to sleep early enough for me to be rested to wake up at 5. So I gotta figure something out, like rethink some things to figure out like how to solve that, because it's one thing to get into bed, it's another thing to quiet my mind down to be able to actually go to sleep and rest, because otherwise I'm just going to go to sleep and I'm not going to feel rested because my mind is moving all night. So that's top of mind right now. I think me not being able to get to sleep early enough is impacting my ability to wake up and do my morning routine. So I'm thinking maybe I can, what if I wake up at 6 as opposed to 5? that gives me another hour to sleep. And so, because I naturally, if I didn't set an alarm, I would wake up at 7:30. That's, so as you can see, waking up early is not an issue. I'm an early morning person, but I have to feel rested too. So I need to figure that out, revisit the routines that I created, use the intel from this week of what went wrong, what went well, to kind of see how I could change things up a little bit so that next week can be better. So that's on my schedule for today. My coffee's done, so let me go ahead and put the creamer in it and check my emails before this meeting. I have about 20 minutes before the meeting, so that's enough time to check my emails. We had our team meeting this morning. We meet on Thursdays at 8:45, and we just check in, see where everybody's how everybody's week has been, what we are working on next week. So like my marketing manager, she has her own team of people that work with her on our marketing side with like content and everything that falls under marketing. So I get an update from her on how her team is doing. BJ, of course, works with the company, so get an update from him on how things are going on the financial side. Get an update from our account coordinator on how things are going with our customers and clients and all of those different things. So got that done, but there's a couple things I need to get out to them that they need from me. So I'm gonna get that done, check my emails, and I think that's it. And then I definitely need to plan next week, but I'll do that after the day. And I need to order groceries. I know what I need from the store, so I need to go ahead and place that grocery order to be delivered tomorrow. Hey good people, it's Friday. Whew, and baby, I thank God it's Friday, because it feels like a Friday. I'm ready to have the weekend to myself. Me and BJ are going to this restaurant tomorrow, this sushi restaurant called Oku in DC, and I'm really excited. It's hard to get a reservation there. The first time we went, I had to make a reservation like a month out because I was not able to get anything within like 2 weeks. I made a reservation a couple of weeks ago for Saturday, so we're going tomorrow. I'm excited. The sushi is really good. It's a lot of things that I could eat. I only eat cooked sushi anyway, so it's a lot of like fish-based sushi that I can eat. And they got other things on the menu. They have these really good like shiitake mushrooms, I think, that are really good. So I'm excited about that. They have really great cocktails. It's a really nice ambiance there, and I wanted to go back, so we're gonna do that. I don't feel like doing that much today, and I know myself, so I know by Fridays I don't be feeling like doing too much. So I'm gonna record the podcast, then I have a meeting with my marketing team at 12. This is our monthly meeting where we go over like analytics and things from the previous month, and they let me know like the strategy for the next month and if anything needs to change based off of what the data and analytics have shown us from the previous month. So we have that. It's also an opportunity to just check in with the marketing team to see what they have going on. Yeah, I need to upload all this vlog footage, upload this week's episode of the podcast. Now that we're doing video, it takes a long time. Like I could usually break out the podcast as far as like editing it and putting it up. I could do that in like an hour. It takes a little longer because the video takes forever to post on YouTube. So I edited the podcast already. I just need to record the ads for the audio one and upload it. So just little stuff like that. I need to send a proposal out today. So I'm gonna get that done. But the podcast is the most important thing in the proposal. So I'm gonna knock those out. The other thing, like the getting the podcast edited or uploaded, I can do that when I get home, maybe after the baby goes to sleep. So we'll see how I feel after the meeting, the podcast, and sending out the proposal. Those are like the high priority things. And then I might just go home. And today we are working out virtually with my trainer, so that saves me some time. I don't have to go to the gym. I can just go, I'm just going to be at home. So I might go home early today. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, I wanted to show y'all, my fake ring came in the mail yesterday. My wedding ring, I dropped it off. Y'all saw I dropped it off the other day, and it's going to take like 2.5 weeks because the place is backed up. And I gave them my band too, because the band didn't have any missing stones, but she's going to tighten it up for me and just clean it up and stuff from normal wear and tear of wearing it every day for an extended period of time. But I bought a fake ring so that I could still look like I'm married. And look, it's so cute. Ignore my nails. Okay, told y'all I cut my finger, so I can't get my nails done until my finger heals. But isn't it cute? Very, very cute. My dream ring was a pear-shaped ring, but I fell in love with like the circular ring that I have now. But I think this is cute. BJ said it looks fake, and I told him it could either look fake or I could look single. Pick one. I don't think he would have cared if I went without my ring for a couple weeks, but it just feels weird being out and about. I told you I really only wear it when I get dressed and really like go out for the day. If I'm running like a quick errand or around the house, I don't really wear my rings, but it's weird being out in public and not having my rings on. So and it's an opportunity for me to experiment with a fake ring, and I can use this when I like travel and don't want to take my real rings in case I lose it or anything. So, but let me record this podcast, knock out this proposal in this meeting so that I can go home early today. So it's currently 2:30 on Friday. I'm done the proposal I needed to do. I sent it over to BJ to review, just get a second pair of eyes on it, and then I had my meeting. I got a couple tasks from that I wrote down that I now need to add to my task for next week, but I'm not going to add it at this second. I'm getting ready to head home early because I need a nap. I pushed myself to finish the proposal because that has to get done today. Go out today. I don't like to tell people I'm gonna get them something by a certain time and don't, so that has to go out today. I'm tired, so I'm gonna get home, take a nap before my nanny gets off, and then upload like all the vlogs and upload the podcast. I can do that from home. But something I noticed, I attempted to record the podcast like twice, and something that I noticed lately is just it's been harder to do, and I've been doing this for 5 years, right? But something I've maintained over the years is I don't just get on the platform and talk. Like, I have to go in there and communicate what God needs me to communicate on the platform. And so I have my outline, I know what the message is, but like my brain, it's foggy. And that's not the first time that's happened. Usually I can push through and, just pray it off and then, hit record. And usually that ends up being a really great episode. But today has been like harder to overcome, just that I don't want to call it like a mental fog, but it's like I'm tired, and it's just not, something ain't right. Something ain't clicking when it comes to doing it. So I have an episode for this week. I'm going to pray about it over the weekend and Monday morning. See, like, God, what's up? Like, is this an attack? Is it because this message isn't supposed to go out yet? Like, what is it? That I missed something with the outline, and like, what's going on? So I need time to really like pray about it and be like, God, what's up? This is something I've been doing for years, and this is a platform that's yours. So the roadblock here, like, what's that about? So I'm gonna pray about it, and I'll probably talk about it on the podcast most likely, or on the vlog, but that's the plan. Like I said, thankfully I got an episode that can come out Sunday. Usually I cannot get a podcast episode done. I can pull from an old one, but right now I want to keep the momentum of these new episodes. I don't really like to do that at the top of the year. So and I have like a list of podcast episodes, so it's not content. It's just why I feel like it's something like either spiritual or internal or something. And especially thinking about like the subject matter of this particular episode, me overcoming whatever this roadblock is going to be very relevant to the content. So I'm excited to really just pray about it, to see what this is, overcome it, and get on the mic next week. That's it for this vlog. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you like, subscribe, you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when we post another video. Tell me in the comments your favorite part of the vlog, and that's it.